March 2021 general reading. I have with me today the Radiant White deck. We will be clarifying with Levita Sibila, and we will be wrapping the reading up with an angel answer card. So I've done some shuffling and meditation on your sign. Interestingly enough, Steve has stepped forward. I have not heard from Steve in quite some time. Steve is one of my spirit guides. Steve is androgynous. He's quite, he's funny, but in a very dry, cynical kind of way. His emotional energy is kind of it's kind of odd to explain, but I'm surprised because I haven't heard from him in a long time. So let's see what Steve can help us do today. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to ask you to pardon my fingernails. I have for the past couple of days been removing all of my dead tropicals that didn't make it through the Great Texas Ice Storm, and digging up. My daughter and I spent all day yesterday pulling up bushes, small trees, everything that died, cutting back roots. So, and I've got some more work I've got to get done today. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and lay the cards. And here we go. Queen of Cups. Let me slide this back just a tad. Okay. The Magician card. The Two of Pentacles. Huh. That's interesting. The Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. So now I have 3 court cards here. The Death card. Wow. Huh. The Three of Swords. Oh, wow. The Ace of Wands. My. And the Ace of Cups. Wow. So the first thing I thought when the cards came forth is that this feels like a financial situation, a work endeavor or project of some kind. Maybe you've been working 2 jobs or juggling 2 things. Earning money. It is this card. So, what is underneath the deck? Well, the King of Swords. Well, this doesn't really feel like it's a romantic issue, but we will not rule that out. So 1, 2, 3, a 4th one over the reading court card, 2 major arcanas, 2 coins, 2 cups, a wands, and a sword. And past, present, future, past, present, future. The Knight of Pentacles is an odd card to show up here. But if I take it in conjunction with the 2 of Pentacles, that really gives me 3 of Pentacles, because he's like carrying the ace, okay? And the Knights always represent to me some type of event. So usually when the Knight shows up, it says that it was a slow event. It took a long time to arrive, to get there, this event to happen. It's always preceded by some message. And he usually portends good news. Only in this instance, I get the sense that there was really some kind of disappointment here. I don't want to say necessarily heartbreak, okay? Although that could be one of the things that happens. But to me, it just feels as though whatever this event is, it was rather disappointing to you. Okay? And I don't get the sense that there's any bitterness here, or there might be a bit of sorrow. There might be a bit of hurt feelings, but it's not something, that's really, and maybe you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, ended this yourself due to the disappointment. But yet, after all is said and done, what we get on the backside, near the end, is another opportunity. So 2 aces represent a marriage, engagement, and or a commitment. Now, a marriage could be simply that. You are married to your job, or you are married to a partner in a job, right? The two of you work together and it is like a marriage. A commitment is the same thing. You can commit yourself to working with someone or working on a project. An engagement, someone has sent you out a contract or they have made you an offer. Okay, so what I want to do is take a quick look to see if I can tell you anything about these, because that's it. The only thing I can look at are the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 aces, the 3 of Swords, as they relate to the Magician and the Death card. Okay, so we'll start with the Pentacles. So if this is a situation in which you had to give up one project because it wasn't, financially feasible, or it was taking too long for it to show any growth, because I just get the sense that whatever this thing was, you were attached to it in some way. This says that you're going to get another opportunity. Now, I don't know if some of you, listen, 2 of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands foretells a favorable opportunity, employment opportunities. I mean, literally, that's what it says. So I don't know if perhaps maybe you were dismissed from your job, or you had to let one of these jobs go or one of these projects go. But I tell you, do not lament, because something new is coming. Death comes to clear that situation for you completely and totally. Okay? Whatever you were doing before, you won't be doing it again, at least not the way you were doing it. Okay? That's literally what this is saying to me. So now I will move to the Ace of Wands. I've got these lovely 2 aces here at the very end of the reading. So I honestly would not worry. It says 2 aces often tell of a wedding. Or a commitment or an engagement, as I said. I don't see anything here with this about being here. Let me look at the Ace of Cups. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there is a meaning of the Ace of Cups. No, that's with the 2 of Cups. So here we are, the Ace of Cups. Swords on all sides. Nothing. Now, who is this King of Swords? He would be an air sign individual. Doctor, dentist, surgeon, maybe a lawyer, a police officer, a soldier. So I don't know if this is about a breakup or a divorce, okay? Even still, it says you're going to get an opportunity. And maybe, I don't see this as an opportunity for, or news that there's going to be another marriage on the backside of this, or new engagement on the backside of this in regards to him. I honestly, Steve is telling me that this is about you and a fresh new energies coming in and a fresh new emotional start. Whatever this 2 represents, the 2 is some kind of choice or decision. And it looks as though news came that where you didn't really have to, it sort of naturally died its own death. Okay? So let me take a look at this 3 of Swords. I think it is pivotal because of where it sits. But literally, this is the ending of maybe one job. Maybe you get to lose one of those jobs. and go find yourself a good job. I mean, that's going to be more productive for you on many levels. Riunione, the meeting. Disgrazia, and the pensiero. Well, there we have it. So the riunione is just that. It's a reunion. It is a meeting. It can be just that, a meeting. But it doesn't say what the nature of the meeting is about, okay? It just says, you had an opportunity to get together with someone about something. And here with the disgrazia, it did not go well. It speaks about a reconciliation after an argument, a truce, or meeting the other halfway. But this isn't any type of relationship. In love, it can indicate making up after a disagreement. A loved one comes back in a period of harmony and fulfillment. Now, it predicts a positive ending to a relationship where disagreement had caused separations. In long-distance relationships, it can mean that the partner will now be closer, if not being around on a more consistent basis. Basically, it speaks to an appointment, a reunion, a date without any positive or negative connotation to it. However, what we're looking at here with the disgrazia, this is the the 7 of swords here, or the 7 of spades. And this card foretells of a period of great turbulence. It heralds the arrival of traumatic events. More often than not, it implies that you have failed to learn from your past mistakes. That's why you're meditating on this now. Okay? You may feel a hapless victim of circumstance and powerless. And the card speaks to a drastic and radical change for the worse, as something will never go back to the way it was before. Now, in personal relationships, it heralds a painful and sudden separation. It could be violence or the loss of a friend or family member, bereavement. In financial matters, it heralds a sudden and unexpected dismissal, repossessions, foreclosures, embezzlement, bankruptcy, and problems with the tax man. That's pretty much it. That's really all it says. And I do feel that even if this is a romantic situation, for some of you, whatever the situation that has manifested itself, you will get the news that it is a new start. Okay? But you had to go through this first in order to get it. So, what I want to do, did I say this air sign? Oh, well. The card says compromise. So, let's see here. In order to create a happy outcome for this situation, you will need to find it necessary to compromise. Allow yourself some time to become clear about what is truly important to you. Also, take note of matters where you would be open to changing your position. Work toward an agreement where everyone wins. Be open to cooperation that would allow you to get what you need while also assisting others in fulfilling their desires. Be objective about finding a balance between respecting everyone else's viewpoints but yet still being true to your own. And I think that this is what the card is all about. You're going to have time to reflect over how the situation went south or went sideways. But I wouldn't spend too much time dwelling on it. If it's a mistake that you made previously before, perhaps maybe in believing someone or trusting in someone or allowing someone, too much quote unquote input in whatever was happening. Okay, then this card tells you that may be where you went wrong, but yet in the end, it's going to turn out okay for you. I think I find the most interesting thing is that well, let's see what Steve is and how he's putting something to me, and I'm trying to figure out how to word it. It just simply says that he's simply saying that, don't get stuck on why this didn't go the way maybe you hoped or you wanted, because it really wasn't for you anyway. That's what he's saying. Okay, so I hope that message helped. I know sometimes that can be difficult. We want something, we desire something, we put all of our eggs in a basket, and we hope that we work on it or whatever it is that we do, and then it just like kind of dies a natural death. That wasn't meant for you to begin with. Okay, and so you kind of, not necessarily that you wasted any time. So if that's how you're feeling, don't feel that way, because you are going to get something out of it on the back end of it. So don't look at it as wasted time. Look at it as an experience. Okay, and then that's that. So I do hope those messages helped you, Scorpio. Until next time, stay safe and namaste.